First. First.
I can't remember when I met Amortism Day.
Never give up, never surrender.
Hello. Welcome. Cat Peasant, welcome first, and welcome also. Naughty Jawa is here as well. I'm sick. Just so you know. Still want to stream. We have a score to settle with this game. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. We can beat Canada. We can beat Sweden and Wales. And basically we have to. Arizona will be a loss every single time, but if we get a good position in China and Italy as well, then we have a good chance. I'm not gonna win the last one. It's out of the question. Hey, Retro Henny, welcome. It's bad to be sick. Why would you do such a thing? A lot of streamers and Twitch users have been sick, so I think I got it through Twitch. I've heard about these computer viruses. I just didn't think it would happen to me. That must be it. We get 6 skateboarding moves sick, or the brain? Is the brain infected? Brain is infected. 10 stream streak for Scorny. Yeah, Unicron is one of the suspects. Sure. There's Macdemil streams a lot of Tomb Raider. They've been sick. Girolamo, welcome. Happy New Year to you as well. We're gonna just start. It's gonna be bad at first because I'm just trying to find the controls, but hopefully you'll get better. It's the most important part in every race, is the beginning. Because the rubber banding is insane in this game. It wants you to just keep crashing with the last position cars. Already fucked it up, so probably not gonna do well this go. Disco, woo! Crappity crap. Yep, and that's it. they don't care. Just want to hold their line and crash into me, which works out well for the other computer cars. It's really hard to compete though. Not that I'm driving well here anyways. It's a warm-up. It's a warm-up. Computer ship. Gonna do all the tracks to kind of get back into the groove of things. But yeah, the rubber banding in this game is quite severe. Like this, you catch up with the cars really easy, and then suddenly they find a new gear. If you pass them, they'll just go past you like that. If it's the, you know, if you're on first position or something like that. Usually, when you get past them here at the back, they don't really fight back, but this one does, apparently. Listen, thank you so much for subbing. 17-month streak. It's insane. Let's you haven't named a game. You have 3 slots on the wheel. That's why you don't play with rubber bands. Take somebody's eye out. Yeah, for sure. And also, I've got a 25 stream streak. I don't even know how far back that goes. Did we do 25 streams during December? Probably not. That goes to like November or something. As I said, like, we need to get second or third in this first race, probably, to stand a chance, but it's no use resetting now because I still need to learn the other stages as well. So we're gonna practice those. Oh, my hand is on the S key because that's kind of like pause here. The only way I can reach at every once in a while. Oh, that was bad. I'm not sure if the difficulty affects how the car handles, because it feels like I was doing so well in certain difficulties. Like I was just blowing past these tracks like nothing. Every curve was almost perfect. Just kidding. Really, really good at it, but then with this difficulty, suddenly, can't handle it. This cat peasant's text. Here to tell Escordian to either give up or surrender. I'm actually really bad at that, reading the messages people write in the sub messages or streak messages. And there was one time, I can't remember who it was, but it was very recently, and there was like a really good pun in there, and I felt so bad later on. I was like, oh, damn it, I missed that. I need to do better. Doing all right now. Kind of catching up with this guy. Fourth wouldn't be enough anyways. Third, I think, still gives you points, like a reasonable amount of points. That's like an acceptable position. You see how fast we kind of gained up on him, and then they just leave. Well, I did crash too, so there's that. Pretty close to third. It's a good warm-up lap, or warm-up race. Just like Bad Cat. No. I didn't actually want to see the replay. You get 1 point for fourth. Canada, we usually, if we do well, we can actually win this one. But then that happens. It's just so funny how it plays out most of the time with the crashes. Yeah. What physics make the car turn that way? It was pushing me from, you know, the nose of the car to the right, and my car keeps pushing to the left. I don't understand that, those kinds of things. Like, what went wrong with the physics engine there? And it's quite common in racing games, so there must be like a challenge to do it correctly. Just don't understand what it is. It feels like you'd have to do something, you know, have to deliberately code it the wrong way for that to happen. Hello. Ah. Hey Spitfire, welcome. Good morning. How goes it? Remember to let go of the accelerator. I tried, but I couldn't get this game to run in windowed mode using the 3D FX. Bit of a shame because it looks pretty good. Windowed players always getting mistreated in the PC gaming community. Whoops. Because apparently nobody wants to do that. So they don't really accommodate for it. I always found weird. I always play windowed every single game I play. I play windowed. Just as they should. Oh man. You evil, evil people. Well, the problem is that I rarely want to play with my main display, for one. And very rarely do games let you play in full screen in some other display than the main screen. That's the first problem. The second problem is that... Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. You are anonymous, so feel free to just keep lurking or say hi to chat. Appreciate both. The other problem is that, when game crashes out and you're on full screen mode, you might not get out of it. Especially when it's in your main screen. Well, it requires like special handling. I just feel like for convenience, windowed better. And in addition, I'm capturing that input display thing that's on the same screen as this game. So I would not be able to do that if I played in full screen mode. You know, slow down. There's this little downhill turn where you often get just spun around here, this part. Okay, we did pretty well. It's good speed. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I want my main screen to be my main screen, but I want the game to be somewhere else. want to do things like I want to do it. I don't want to do things like somebody else wants me to do them. That's why I can't use an iPhone. First position, it's pretty good. Oh, I thought you meant that was your second tip. Use Linux is dead. Oh man, they got second on that race too. Hello. Using word phrases is doing well is not smart to use when playing a racing game. It's always that 5 seconds later moment. Hey DJ. That is true. Should knock on wood. I have a wooden desk, so. This is kind of a hit or miss. We actually could win here. But I don't... Have we ever on this league? I think we've gotten second. Yeah, it very much depends on that first collision. Oh! Why did they bounce that way? Fuck! I only knew how to race better. Only had practice the stage before it starts. Ah, shit. Just skidding in place. Yeah, the others are catching up with me now. It's sometimes better to slightly, you know, bump. It reminds me of Jaguar XJ220. Like, you don't want to drive perfectly. You actually want to, in some curves, you want to bump to the side so you get a fast turn. So otherwise you get that skidding going. Started on South Park yesterday. Shooter from 98. And after an hour and a half, you already had resorted to cheating to the bullshit. Oh man. I haven't seen that game. But hey. Always, you know, play how it's the most fun for you. Even if that means cheats, save states, save scumming, whatever. Yeah, again, the problem here is that I keep colliding into the cars ahead of me, and then the cars behind me just go past. It's the goddamn overtaking that's a problem. And it's not made any easier because of shit like this. Like, why are my tires skidding like that? And that was the race, and it was there. That was it. The computer cars don't care if they run into me. It's just good for them. They just hold their line so that the AI doesn't get confused. And they have the upper hand whenever there is a collision. They push me more than I push them. Which is another coding trick. If you can't, you know, figure out how to do routes for the cars properly. So you make sure that they never go off route. It's like micro machines, basically. Like, they will hold their line no matter what. And that's why the beginning is so important. If you get past the pack, suddenly the game gets really, really easy. It's kind of amazing how easy it actually does get when you don't have to worry about the cars in front of you. Because it does seem to affect the rubber banding as well. And we're learning. It's the first go of the day, so it's all good. mouse aim is terrible. Oh, it's a PC port of it. Yeah. It doesn't respond when you move the mouse slowly. All hitboxes. Temu Serious Sam. I wish I knew more about Serious Sam, because a lot of people keep comparing other games to Serious Sam, and I'm like, the only thing I think of when I hear Serious Sam is Sam and Max, which is a different kind of game. It's so annoying because you can reach these other cars relatively easily, but once you do, suddenly they find that, hey, I have a fourth gear, I can actually go faster, and then they're just... So it's a great, again, great potential for a good game, like an awesome game, but then they fuck it up by lazy rubber band mechanics, weird physics that make no sense. And it doesn't really bother you the first few leagues because the game is so easy, but then when you start to struggle and you have to keep replaying the same stages over and over, then you start noticing, like, start getting annoyed by all these, like, unfair mechanics. It's just so blatant how they get the advantage every time. Want to shoot stuff without story? Yeah, so this is basically lost at this point already. They won their second race. Well, we did really poorly, and then it's Arizona next, and we are always last in Arizona. So yeah, we basically need to, like, second, the first few stages. It's so crazy, like, I had the upper hand there, and suddenly I am second to last. Even though everybody crashed, it's always me who recovers slowest. Now that could be due to automatic gears, but I doubt the effect is that big. Also, I'm wondering, like, should I have wet tires for this? Because so far we haven't seen a single stage in this game that would require wet tires. So I'm kind of wondering, like, should we have those for, like, sand? Because we keep skidding a lot in this level. That help? I don't know. Okay, here comes the fast section, and I can't go fast because the game runs too fast. I keep running into the wall. That's probably one of the toughest things about this one. That's not running at a constant speed, and the fast section of the track I can't take advantage of because it's too fast. I pushed into it. Why does it straighten me out instead of pushing me to the inside of the curve? It's just continuously, the collisions make no sense here. It really starts to bug you. It's the exact opposite of what you expect it to do. Now that was great. But as said, we expect to come last in this race. Just hope that the leader car doesn't get first place. That's pretty much it. The only thing we can do. Yeah, I play games windowed. Every time, always. Boing. Hey. It's so hard to control that because it's running so fast. No points for 5th spot though. And I'm sure they will overtake me as well. Hey Arachne, welcome. Yeah, Arizona, I could do this track every day. Are we gonna go? Alright, let's go. I could do this track every day for a year and I would not get better at this. It has too many like weird stuff going on with some parts of the track just skid endlessly. Feel like I can never get it right. It's kind of funny that wall disappears there. Boing. Yeah, just it feels like the curves are too tight. Like if I slow down more, I'll just end up being slow anyways because the car would just skid in place. So I really don't have an answer for this part. And of course we hug that. We always hug that because it's too fast, so it turns too quickly. All right, they're catching up with us. Number 6 here. Welcome back to Hardcore Gaming. Happy New Year. Yep, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. As Joey says. Just too tight or too late or too early. I just can't get these turns right. Maybe I should just exit out of this race once we get to it, because it mostly just frustrates me, and we don't get any points for 5th place, which I think is our best. 36. So yeah, we lost it already. No need for speed for high stakes. Oh, there are patches for some games, some old games to run them windowed. I have done, in the past, I have done some games full screen. Games I really, really, really wanted to play. But if there's an option, I will play windowed. Well, that was that. Please let... Oh. Road turned that way. This is... By the way, this is the worst that we've ever done in the stage. We're usually leading at this point. Because, you know, you saw how those other cars go, but this is a new situation. We'll see how the rubber banding works. Physics are so bad. Screamer 2 did it a lot better. Like, they did the rally thing. And it was a lot better. This one. This isn't bad, and it's super fun in the lower leagues because you don't get annoyed by this because you still win and you're competitive and all that. Well, not in the Arizona level, but it's the other one. But yeah, it's starting to get to me. And whereas I would play Screamer 2 and the first Screamer game again, anytime, this one, probably not. It's fun, but it's far cry from the first two. Yeah, PC Game Wiki. Billion NFS games are a special breed, hard to get running as is. Yeah. Yeah, virtual machine, that is an option if your machine has enough power. Yeah, that's how you drive. That's how I turn on my commute as well. Just hug the wall a little bit to get a good turn. Insurance companies love me. Yeah, exactly. You have to maintain the line. I wonder what police would say. You know, get into a car accident. Police come there and interview you, or, you know, question you. What were you doing? I was holding my line and this other car just wouldn't budge. So, you know, it happens, officer. Oh, surprising turn. And yeah, that's another thing that I got really fed up with when I was playing Rally Trophy. The cues for the turns, you know, the arrow things, they're way too late. By a rule, they're like 2 or 3 seconds too late. Car wanted to scratch its butt. Sister's dog does the same. But yeah, this is easy for some reason. Said this many times. Racing games, especially rally games, when they do winter stages, for some reason they make the computer cars do them really, really poorly. And then they're supposed to be like tough, but because the computers do so badly, you just, as long as you can stay on the road for the most part, like I am, you'll dominate. And it's always felt a little bit weird. I feel it should be extra difficult. They should kind of require you to master driving in these conditions and maybe drive slower and all that, but nope. Whoa. No idea where. Okay, that way. Good. And that was way more than a blue turn there. Suffering from the Rally Trophy issues there. Signing isn't consistent. It's always too late. Yeah, I was already turning when you showed me that. Oh, that was pretty nice. Yay! Let's see how the other car did. We're competing again. You checked your car for worms? I have not. Nope. It got second. 20 points into. Is this the second to last race already? Boink. Pinky boy. No! Fuck. Yeah, we need to win this one to have a shot. I mean, at this point we would have to win the last race as well, and that never happens. Can't happen. Too hard. So yeah, Italy and... Oh shit, actually caught up with this again. Doesn't usually happen. I'm worried. What? It's not always clear, like, what will actually, like, crash and what is just, you know, extension, you know, road where you can actually still drive on or you can't. Yep, thanks for letting me know this turn there. It's really good. What? And I'm the one who suffers from that. Holy crap. Like, why does it turn that way? It makes no sense. It's very hard to anticipate the, like, I was pretty sure I was gonna hit that car, but I was expecting a nudge to the left instead of right. Which it should have been. It just never makes sense. Never makes sense. Oh, yep. That was a little bit too late again for the instructions. This is very difficult race when you have fog here. That's random, by the way. If it's nighttime or if it's fog weather, because yeah, this has a lot of turns and I can't memorize them all. It looks very similar all the time. Let's go forward, thank you. And yeah, because the signing is so late, it's really difficult. I don't think we have done this fog previously. Also, what I constantly notice that I'm missing is any kind of inclination of how far back the computer is. And when games don't do that, it makes me feel that it's not actually keeping track of the cars, it's just teleporting them. You know, to save resources. Now this is all just conjecture, but that's how I feel. Nope. Okay, good. Alright. Hey, Miukumaku. You can see the distances. That's right. But I can't read that. I can pause and read it. Still don't know what that means. But that's a good point. Am I like the this one? And then if they're on this side, they're ahead of me, and if they're this side, they're behind me. Yeah, I don't know either. Never quite seen it done that way. Well, it's funny that Need for Speed had like a mini-map, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, that showed the locations of the cars, and then you could see them still teleport in the mini-map. Oh, they got third this time. We caught 7 points, but it won't be enough because we can't get 16, 15 points in this last race. I think we can get even 1 point. Lower the cycles down to 50%. I think that was what made this level playable. Run so much faster than the other tracks. Yep. Oh, held that nicely. This reminds me of Destruction Derby. By the way, you can have... I think you can turn on damage in this game too, which wouldn't be good for us. Still don't know if we have a handbrake or not. Probably not. Way! It's a cool track. It's just a little bit too difficult. Rallycross vibes. Yeah. I like this track. It's just that I would have wanted this track to be featured on the lower league difficulties as well as the final track, because it would have been fun when you could be a little bit competitive in it, which we now can't. If it was... I think I would do well on this if it was just driving on that loop, turning left. Would be alright. Hey, Packbee, morning. How goes it? Boing. That's bad. Again, like, why did it turn that way from that collision towards the car that's colliding into me? Like, what? That's so weird. The physics, so-called physics of this game with the collisions. It's like they deliberately made it behave exact opposite of the way it should. I guess it's one way to make a game unique. Yeah, it does remind me of Destruction Derby tracks. It's pretty cool in that, and you can have damage on in this, but I don't know what would happen if this was a figure 8. The computer cars would probably constantly collide into me, making me drive the wrong direction, and then it would take ages to turn back, like it does in Destruction Derby as well. Oh, look at that! Actually overtook the car for 1 second. It's a new personal best on this track. Woo! Come on. Oh, they always drive into that one. I should take the outside there. I'm slowly learning like how it will behave. That wasn't bad. We almost on the 3rd position. 20 points. But it's not as bad as it looks, because if we win one more race, and they get second, it's 4 points more for us, but also 4 points less for them. So it's basically 2 races. And we could get lucky by them getting caught somewhere and not finishing second every race, which is the main issue at the moment. Better luck next time. I wonder if I keep it at 50% cycles, if it runs at a constant pace on the other tracks as well. No, if the physics are good enough, no, they really aren't. For those kinds of crashes. By the way, I forgot to put winter tires on for the winter track, and we still beat that. Makes me think that none of the other options are important either. Yeah, look at that. They keep crashing into us and they come out the winner. It's really bad. Very hard to even catch up with them this track. Should have kept pushing. Nice trick driving there. Can't even see number 1 here. That was good. Oof. Shit. Bumps, man. Ollie Bob. Hey, Bob. How's Bob's year started? Yeah, that makes sense. They didn't even slow down, and I lost all that speed. It's a big group of cars here, so I'm not gonna exit out yet. We're gonna check. Like, I could get lucky. I could get lucky and get past all these guys and get second still, but it's not looking good. Because now I have to compete with this last car again. Shit again. God damn, those bumps. Come on! How's that car last? Because it keeps gaining on me while I keep gaining on these guys. What's going on? Ah, read the chat. Don't do it. Nice little bump there. That was good. Nice. Still get third, which would be improvement from last time. Early. Damn it. Damn it again. Turning too early. Alright, it's not looking too bad, but we're not gaining. Like, it's weird sometimes you think you're driving really, really well, but it just doesn't manifest in any way. Like, the other cars keep getting away from you, even though earlier I was driving worse and catching up with these guys, so I don't... Yeah, hard to say how it works. Damn it, that was it. Could have gotten that turn right. Ah! Oof. But CP4. Look at that. I was only 3 seconds behind number 2, but 10 seconds behind number 1. Pretty bad. You couldn't even see him in the race. Dun, 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 dun. Go again. We need to win here. Preferably, Mr. CP4 would not get second place. There he is. Battling for it, though. There's a turn. It's running a little bit worse now with the cycle setting, but it's more consistent, which I'm liking. I hate when we get fog here. I wish we could get fog in Arizona, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, like that angle it collides in, it's super weird. Bounces off, rather. Hear the other car's engines. Yep, it's right there. Oof. Okay. Okay. Constantly scared of where the road will turn because it's fog. I can't see. Have to drive just relying on these arrows that are revealed way too late. Holy, how is it keeping up? Usually we can shake him right away. I'm not even making like big mistakes or anything, and they're just constantly there. This nerve-wracking. Ooh. I wonder if the cycles affect the rubber banding somehow. Yeah, thanks for that arrow. That was really, really good that you didn't tell me anything. I think that's CP4. So we have to we'll have to beat him. And usually they get turned around there every time. Now they aren't. Which is making it really tough for me to do well. If we don't beat this one, if we don't win here, that's a reset. This is one of the few races that we can beat, and we have to beat all of those. There are 3 races that I can beat. It's one of them. But it's looking really bad. Like, I don't know what happened compared to the previous races. CP is driving way better. I'm driving better. but the CPU is driving even better. Like, I didn't drive this well last time when we were here, and I won the race. So, exactly know what's going on. But seeing as the rubber banding is super weird in this game, shouldn't be surprised. 6 seconds? It's 6 seconds ahead of me? Or almost 7? What? What the hell happened? Does he have a turbocharger suddenly, or what's going on? 8 seconds. I don't know what this is. This has never happened before. They've never driven this well on this track. And the first 2 laps I did better than I usually do. Seconds. We're not even catching up. That was a weird race. Let's see what happens next time. The thing is that usually doesn't happen in the winter race or the one after that. And that's only the second race, so it's not that bad having to restart. But we got 3rd here. That's what I'm bummed about. Had a pretty good start and then had to abandon that. Had to take the inside. Otherwise, he would have gotten past me there. Isn't the optimal line, but it's the optimal line. We wanted to keep that guy behind us, which we do. Broccoli in a 7-stream watch free. Thank you so much. And I've not really been that consistent with my streaming lately, so it's extra impressive. Oh, that was a great turn. Feels like I have to keep driving flawlessly to get 2nd. That goddamn bump there, I hit it. To the legit Twitch message incoming. Captain reached 9 billion stream streak. 9 billion. I don't think I've streamed that many times. 53,000 to go. That's not too much. Totally doable. No, we are actually gaining on the first. And there he goes. 4th is gaining on us. 3rd is good. 3rd is good. 2nd would be amazing. 1st would be just incredible. Incredible start. It might be that we have to start grinding for that. Be able to win this league. Really not looking forward to that because I would have to keep driving like I did the first lap. That was like almost perfect throughout, and the pressure just keeps building. Like, okay, I haven't made a mistake, haven't made a mistake, haven't made a mistake. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Just constantly, just that pressure building. didn't hit me. Nice. Oof, okay. That's pretty good so far. Yep. I saw it was coming from the inside, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna block this. But I just, you know, got pushed away from the wall just enough that he squeezed past me and then crashed again. Like, Meanwhile, he was just going, you know, hugging that wall. Be able to squeeze through there. Whole shenanigans again. And suddenly now I can't reach him. Shit! I had to try. Huck that like this. Yep. Fuck! It's like they aren't affected at all. Crash that magnitude and then they just keep going into the horizon. No worries. Fuck you. Fuck you and your car. Whew, second. Jeebus.
Stay on target. Stay on target.
My keyboard is like all over the place. Keep pushing. Does this keyboard actually have like these knobs? It does. I'm actually like exhausted after that one. I wonder if we were gonna have fog. Now maybe this is set now. Maybe I'm always getting fog for this level. This is the third time. Maybe it just alternates between leagues. Yeah, not liking this. I can't go through turns how I want to. There's always a car in front of me. Okay, that guy crashed. How am I behind it? I took that curve perfectly and they crashed. They're still there. Well, I know the answer is rubber banding, but come on, game. Shit. No, too much. Fuck. Suddenly we're struggling in this level. It's because of the cycles. It's super funny if the cycles affect how the CPU cars go. Because that was actually a thing in Mega Race. One of the levels was super difficult if it was too fast. When you had it like running on lower speeds, so the game was struggling a little bit, suddenly the computers drove a lot worse and you could actually win.
Good. And kind of wet.
Is it wet? Shit, that wasn't a turn. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I think one survived. Shit! Those goddamn signs are like, we're driving. Hey, you know, guy, you should turn left. Like, it's already, you have to be in the position to know where to turn when you get the sign. Lance is missing from this. Every game is missing Lance. 10%, that's not that good. I'm gonna try to up the cycles for this track. Should we do it right now or later? Because you can see number 1 is way out there. Like, we have no shot catching up. 7 seconds already. It's just building that lead every moment. Like, we did so well there, and they built their lead. They gained time on us. What the hell? Eight seconds now. It's just no. Suddenly we can't beat. We beat this race multiple times last time we played. So it's not like we can't. Just doing it very differently this time. Congrats, Cat Peasant. You beat Core Classman in a way. The Lemmingodon. Yeah, I don't see us. I think it has to be the cycles there. God damn it, we got second place. Not gonna do better. Of course. And look at this. They crash into me, they win. I crash into them, they win. I didn't even exit out of the race or the league. It's frustrating. The game is alright. It's actually like pretty good up until this league. Like, the same problems are there for sure. You can see the blatant rubber banding and the wonky physics, but that doesn't matter so much when the game is balanced so that you can still be competitive at it. But once you start having to, struggle. Oh, now we have, by the way, we have fog in this level. That wasn't a thing last time. Maybe it is still around. But yeah, I haven't even memorized the tracks yet. That might be, probably is like a big part of why I'm not doing well. It's so frustrating, man. And then I'm sixth. Like, and nothing happens to the computer car. They're like, just now, oh, what? Was there something behind me? But when they bump into me, I go off-road and they go straight. Like, so, now it's nighttime here. Maybe we just keep getting unlucky and get the, look at that. They were just bounced forwards. They didn't spin out or anything. It's frustrating, man. I'm alright with funky physics if it's the same for everybody, but here, like, the computer always gets the better of you. And it's basically impossible to overtake them. Not completely, but, practically. Without, you know, colliding with them, and then you need to get super, super, super lucky with the collision if you want to, you know, get bounced ahead of them, because the rubber banding speeds up the computer the moment you get close to them. They get this like sprint power or something. Goddamn bumps. Thought your GPU fans was revving up at random, but it's the engine sound from this. Oh, you got it running? Nice. Ugh. Yeah, this is not going great. We need third or better this one, and then win in Canada to continue. I wonder if I should put up the cycles for these first few tracks again. Just figured that Canada would be easier. Just figured Canada would be easier if we had like a consistent rate. How the game is running, but apparently I'm wrong. Keep forgetting I have to exit out twice to get out of the league. Like who would want to quit out of the race and keep continuing with the rally? Well, I would in Arizona. So shouldn't ask the question. Yeah, you can make me play a game for a full stream with 75,000 channel points. Or if you cheer 200 bits, or gift a sub, or a sub, I will play for 30 minutes when it gets picked from the wheel. Mind you, some games have been on the wheel 4 months before be picked. Why would you turn in front of me there? What is the possible explanation other than to slow me down so that these guys can get away? Like, what? Well, the explanation is that the routes for these cars are poorly planned and coded, and they have to stay on those lines to be able to, you know, race. So they don't care if you're in front of them, they will take that line by force. And it's easy for them since they have stronger, bigger, heavier cars than you. Something has to explain. I'm so speechless sometimes with these physics, man. It's like the door got tangled with the nose of my car and dragged me with it. Makes no sense. You would upload the game to your personal media file or ready to run. It's even portable and doesn't need installation, just unpacked from the archive. This would have to be a game to be played all the way through in career mode. Well, there is no redemption like that. Although what is possible is you keep redeeming the game for the wheel, and we play it in 30-minute chunks. Hey, Sam. How goes? Yeah, we're in the grinding stage now. I'm not sure. Should I care about this first race or not? I'm not sure. I wish this race, this game also had restart race option while not quitting out from the rally, from the league altogether, because it's so important how the first 10 seconds go. Like now, this is much worse than last time. Even though we haven't driven that much worse, we just got lucky with the collisions. Or rather, last time we got super lucky with it. In the beginning, at least. But yeah, this doesn't seem to have that regular... Look at how fast that recovered too, like that car. It was about to crash and then it just immediately was on same speed as I am without crashing. But yeah, in this game, most racing games do the difficulty in a way that the computers take the corners a bit better, or that they do the straights better. And then the player gets the advantage during the straights, that they're faster. And if they're good at the turns, they get advantage there too, but you have to be really good at the turns to get the advantage. Here it doesn't seem like I'm faster in the straights, which makes it very, very, very demanding to do well. Why does it turn that way when we're colliding side to side? I understand it when they're doing the pit maneuver, but initially there we weren't. It's just... the collision is so like, okay, computer, tell me where the wall is, and where is the way that the player needs to go to. Okay, it's there, so let's push the car the opposite way. That's basically the physics. Making it crash deliberately, making it turn away from where you want to go. Generally, don't do that in your racing game if you want the player to, you know, have a good time with it. It should be, the collisions
like to say hello when they
should be
smell
predictable,
a
so you can push against them. But here, no matter what you do, you get pushed towards, you know, the wall. Hey Happy, how's it going? I'm ranting, I'm salty, I'm losing my temper with this game because those mechanics. Alright, let's do a full race. Let's see how Canada goes at least. I mean, we might get lucky in Italy, but yeah, this is absolute horror right now.
Quit.
Willing to drop 75k points if it's just tried out. So that's an early Windows game, right? What's the window size you use for most of my games?
Jerk.
I don't know. You know, the pixel size? No idea. It's like... four-fifths of the display, maybe? Spiky... Yeah, I need something. I need some... maybe weapons? Skill issue, for sure. It is a skill issue, but usually... that's the only thing you need. Here it seems like we need RNG as well, which I'm not fond of. Game is stacked against you with all the collision mechanics, rubber banding. Computers always pushing you more than you push them. Them always holding the line. They don't even care where you are. They will just go where they are programmed to go. So it becomes really tough overtaking. And you always start at the back of the line. So you have to overtake. The rubber banding and the collision things just make it a bitch. And if you basically, if I don't get lucky with, you know, how that plays out, I'll I'll just be stuck here competing against, you know, these cars at the back of the line, and because I would have to actually beat these races to beat the league. Yeah, it's not a good combo. Oh, look at that. That was almost a realistic way to handle. Collision. No, fuck! The other guy got there. That's always the thing. Because you're racing against 5 cars. It's not 6 cars racing against each other. Computer's always colliding into you, and then when you collide with someone, the next guy takes over. Super demanding, really. Alright, let's see how Canada goes. You know, when we have full cycles. Run slightly below Windows 11, nice. Jerk. Nighttime, not the best. Better than fog, though. Look at that. If I was the blue car and they hit me behind like that, I would be spinning out. But no, here it gets propelled forwards and I lose speed. Like, what? It's so frustrating. Alright, let's see how tough it is to shake the other cars, or if I even can. 100 cycles now. Why I keep mentioning the cycles? Because we used to beat this race easy, and we lowered the cycles to 50% to make it more consistent with the speed, and suddenly we weren't able to. Like, not even close. So I kind of have a feeling that the cycles affect the rubber banding somewhat. Which is weird. I can't explain why that would be the case. If you have a better PC, it's easier to beat the game. Is that the intention from the devs? Pay to win. It's an early pay to win game. Have some kind of a lead, but it's dwindling. Yep, they're catching up all the time. I felt that was really good. This was not, though. Yeah, we got a big lead there doing those previous turns. Luckily, because then we fucked up immediately after. Just focus, don't think about other cars too much at least. Look at that lead we're building suddenly. I really feel that the cycles affect how the other cars drive, or how much rubber banding there is, or something. It's weird. The problem here is that he's still getting second. Even when we win this, or if we win this, we'll be trailing. It's looking good. have to just take 2 red turns properly. This and the next one. Shit. Too eager to cut the corner there. Seems... Oh, they crashed. Seems like they crashed. Got a big gain there. Something. I don't know what happened there, but they were a lot worse in that corner than I was. Yeah, I think we kind of need to get lucky in that the CP4 car does not finish second every time we win. Because we're going to lose in the Arizona race. I'm just going to be skipping that one. Alright, there we go. Much, much easier with full cycles. No worries. Easy game every time. Three points difference. Yep. Because I didn't get second, I got third first race. This is tough. If you manage to beat this one, help out a lot. Okay, well that's one way to drive. I really hate that we get fog for this level out of all of them. Right, does not look good. We are not able to even compete against that car. And CP4 will be tougher. Be happy with second if this is how it goes. We even in the championship, but doubt it will stay this way. If I get the leading position, I will have no idea where to turn. I wanted to press accelerate as soon as I exited. Which meant that I went to the exit. Here we go again then. That was swell. Good job, Demi. That's why I don't like pauses like that. You should have a pause where when you accelerate, it unpauses. It's always... Where did you learn to do menus? And that's even... That's the default accelerate button. So if you pause the game, you are always losing a little bit of time because it means that you're doing this. You're letting go of acceleration for a tiny bit to be able to choose resume. Well, I'm pretty positive that we can do as well as we did. This is so frustrating because I've seen these situations where I'm at the other end. no matter what happens, it's the CPU who wins out. Shit. Yep. Like working against this like fleet of cars. Get past one, the other one overtakes, then you crash into that one. Then the other one overtakes. Oh, it's endless. Endless waves of enemies, new ones. Shit, those signs so late. Whoever is reading my notes should be fired. Look at the first guy's 8 seconds ahead. It's actually better for me if there are 2 guys in front of me because it seems like the rubber banding keeps those 2 guys a little bit closer to each other and then they kind of crash into each other more, maybe. Usually when I'm chasing 2, they're closer to each other. Shit! Okay. Captain Demi of the Car Fleet Academy. I think it's the other guys that have the Academy and Fleet, and I'm just a lone soldier. You have mega nostalgia for this game and never going back to it. How did you ever enjoy this? Because you didn't have, like, an idea back then that, oh wait, the games can be bad. It's just not... It's not always me bad at the games. Like with NES games, I didn't know that there were bad NES games. I just thought that I was worse at them, and that's why I was having a tough time with them. I assumed that everything was coded perfectly and, you know, perfectly balanced, and the game was working as you know, one would hope. And I just couldn't do it. And I had games like Total Recall. On NES, so it left a mark. I still love the game. I recognize it's Jank City, but still, it's very hard, by the way, to drive when you don't have anybody in front of you showing you the ropes. Oh, we could get second. Really good. All right. Did well there. Number 1, make fun of their whip while hail their fly girl. What? Klingons off the passenger's side front wheel. I didn't see them. Why does CP4 have to win all the races? Why can't the other computers step up a little bit? Jungle time. Yeah, of course. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't aware that the side of that car was prepared with some super glue. Or maybe Velcro. There we go. And That's why we gain so much time whenever we get through that turn with, you know, an okay performance, because they seem to go sideways completely. This is pretty much the best that we could hope for. Getting second on the first, and now we're on track to get a win on the second. Now we just would need to do well in Italy. Maybe I have to try Arizona if that happens, because we just get 1 point. That could be, you know, crucial. Never have, I don't think. Oh, shit. That was bad. That was really, really, really bad. Okay, focus on this race, maybe, Demi, and not the other ones. Pardon me once again to play a racing game from your backlog. Motocross GB. Captain, the enemy cars seem to exist in another dimension. At least they have different physics. Oh man. Why was Q in every goddamn episode of TNG? Like, I love TNG. I watch it every year through the full series. But I hate the Q episodes. And it's not like a, you know, I love to hate character. I just hate it. Oh, not denying that, but just got old. Schwarzenegger got ratings, was fun to work with. They brought him back a couple of times this season for it. But did they ever consider my feelings? Okay, we're in a bit of a trouble now. As you can see, our main competitor made it through those curves as well as we did, if not better, this time around. So they are breathing on our neck here. God damn, those signs are so late. Fuck. Can't see it. I have to just hope I remember it. Yep, they're almost on us. Shit. I can hear their engine. There they are. Just hope we won't collide. And hope they will mess up this turn here. Oh, they did. Awesome. Woof. That was a close one. Immediately when they didn't for one lap, when I was doing poorly as well, that was immediate trouble. They were immediately right on us. It's concerning. Boing. I think we're good. Other than the fact that yeah, we're even on points. Not ideal. All right. Q is best. The best rider's foil. Yeah, you could basically make up any plot and it would make sense because Q is there. How much clear signal they could have sent? But to me, it's like an extra character, and those are usually, if I watch through the series, those are sometimes the episodes that I just jump over. Agree with you there, DG. Cheapens the whole experience. All right, we hope to do well. No expectations. That was a good start. A CP4 was sent to the back of the pack, if that means anything in this game, because they will probably be back up there in a mere moment. This isn't looking great. It's so vital to get those first few turns right. And lucky, and there we are. And there we are. Get the fuck out of the way, dude. There we go. That was kind of like how I expect Collision to go, but not exactly still. Because I lost more speed than they did. There again. They just like blocking me. Oh, can we go? Can we go? Can we? No, we can't. Annoying. So goddamn fucking annoying. Like, it's not fun challenging, it's fuck you challenging. And look at the rubber banding, because this is CP4, so he needs to get first, so the other cars are waiting for him as well. So blatant. I can't even get lucky with that here. Like holding CP4 back so he doesn't get points when I don't, but nope. That blue guy is annoying. Okay, will you now slow down because CP4 is behind you? Nope. Because somehow that guy got spun over and he's already there. He's spinning out again. And I'm sure he's right behind me. Maybe I should play this track with fewer cycles too. Come on, let's go. Fuck. God damn it. Just can't shake these guys, like, at all. And you see the rubber banding here. Like, I'm constantly driving at the exact same way. I catch up with them easy, and then I can't get past them. When I do get past them, they just fly past me again. Look at CP4 now. It's like, wow. It's so frustrating. Like, it doesn't matter how you drive. That's the frustrating part. So if you drive well, you don't even get rewarded for it. If you get a good position, you're like, well, can we not spin our tires? You're just like, well, I got lucky with the RNG. Yay. It's not like, oh, well, I did really well this time. I drove so well that I earned those points. Ah, man. Well, at least it was only 2 points for him. But we could have gotten into the lead. That sucks. Do we try? We try this level. Try beating them. Getting some points. I really don't like it, but... just get lucky at doing well. Exactly. And look at this starting position. He always gets to start in the front row, while I get to start from the back row. Why? What is the you know, organizer's explanation for that? Oh, we always start at, you know, the order that, you know, alphabetical order for your last name, because that's how the big leagues do it. Bribe his way? I'm getting the feeling. I don't know if memory allocation rubber body might be in or not, depending on graphics allocated to RAM. I feel like there's never like a good. There are like excuses to use rubber banding, but not really, you know, good reason ever. Hey, Reboot, welcome. Yeah, I hate this track. I'm never gonna do well in this track. Look at it, it's kind of running at the right speed now that we have 50% cycles. Or at least the same speed as the rest of the track. There, that's the way. No! Holy shit, like, no matter what I do, I pay the price. Every single time. God dang. Yeah, it's like they couldn't figure out a way for the CPU cars to handle me pushing them. So they went with the Micro Machines route of making the cars, CPU cars, stronger. So they push you more than you push them, so that they get to hold their line. You basically just have to get out of their way as they're driving, which is added, you know, just that by itself is like a huge handicap. But then the physics too, where basically it's always looking to turn this player car the wrong way from every single collision there is, no matter how it happens. There's the second one. And then with the rubber banding on top of that, it's like the perfect storm of, you know, how not to create difficulty in a racing game. And I fully admit that if I was just better at the game, I would do better, but I feel like it's not a fair setting. If I could get past those two, I'll get 1 point, which is more than I've ever gotten in this race. But the rubber banding means that once I get past them, they drive faster. So they would have to basically be spun around for me to be able. Like here, they also, already when I kind of start catching up, they start pushing more. So the whole deck is stacked against you. And that's that's not how you do difficulty in racing games. Not if you want to do it well. Okay, they're offering us a shot here. Shit, that was the easy part. Now I'm crashing to every single corner. That's the best I've taken that corner. They should be well behind me, but I'm imagining they're just keeping pace. Oh, look at that. We might get a point. That was the first. CP4, of course, wins the race. We're 11 points behind. We can usually beat the next two races, but that's probably only 8 points for us, unless CP4 does not place second. Man, this is a hard league to win. I'm not sure if we could do it. We only basically have screwed up Italy. We have to beat Italy, Canada, well, first is Canada, Italy, then Sweden, and whatever is after that, Wales or something. That would get us 40 points. Yeah, for sure. The easy way to do it, you know. Yeah, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 just goes with the teleport route. Just to, you know, you see the cars on the minimap, 4 dots, and then bloop, they're closer to you. You attack each car they stop racing for a while. Search for power-ups, pedestrians, and you. I've never played a Carmageddon game. I don't know. That's the concept of it, though. Maybe it's better to stay away from that. Oh shit, we have too few frames here. Okay, that was a... Did I get the winter tires? Are they worse than the summer tires? What the hell is happening here? Like... What? What the hell is happening? I'm just skidding all the time, skidding. What the actual hell? I don't understand what's going on. This level is never a problem. Is it because I started with 50% cycles? 20-second lead? What? What the hell is happening with this game? It's the goddamn cycles that determine everything here. That sucks. If the game is running slower, it fucks up everything. And it's right from the beginning too. If the game is running slow, it just totally messed up everything there. Like, what? Well, that was nice. Hey Lynn, thanks for the good luck. It was like behaving as if I didn't have winter tires on, as I expected it to behave. But I did put winter tires on. I just had cycles at 50. Wow. Oh yeah, yeah. Crash like that and they're faster than me. That makes sense. I think the coding is a little bit off. Okay, just note to self. Don't change the cycles, even though it makes most of the game just impossible. Before Arizona, we could do like 50%. But we have to remember to change it back. I have to find that little gap there so I don't get bumped. But I did it wrong. Shit. Like, how are they faster when they crash? I can't get over that. It's they get that like nitro push. Whenever they crash, so they're immediately back in full speed. It's so frustrating. Yeah, I changed cycles during the race and it had no effect. It just kept sliding. If you got so far ahead, they would flying like catapult past you. Yeah, they do that here as well. Good arcade games don't do rubber banding. I mean, arcadey racing games should be about arcadey controls. I don't really feel that arcade category kind of has that as a, you know, as a feature that the races are always close. Races should always reflect how you do in the races. Like, if you do well, you win by a landslide. If you do badly, you lose by a landslide. I don't like rubber banding. It's not part of, shouldn't be a part of anything, really. If I make a mistake like that he just did, I'll be accelerating like for 5 seconds before I get to full speed. They're just like and back, and back. I don't like that. Should follow the same rules as I do. Or if I could follow the same rules as they do, that would be even better. Less annoying to crash because it doesn't really affect you at all. But I think like if you want to make this game, if you wanted to make this game rewarding, a rewarding experience, you have to get rid of all this advantage that the game gives CPU cars. Oh, that was nice. For once we recovered like that. Thanks for the tips for the turning. Like you're halfway through the turn and the game goes like, hey, did you know you're supposed to turn this way? Thanks, machine. Okay, we got third. It's not too bad. You can also do a set path the CPU cars take. Well, that's the thing in this game. They have that. And they force their way in. They don't really care if you're there or not. And then the game gives them more push power so they can push you out of the way. It just forces them to that path, much like in Micro Machines. Arcade racers require Hadoukens and smart bombs. Well, yeah. If you hide it so well that I can't notice the rubber banding, I'm fine with it. Yeah, Lotus, yeah, just complete halt. First one. So, max cycles again. Could do well here in Canada. Disregard that. The game does get tougher with full cycles because it's kind of like playing Chaos Engine on Super Nintendo, constantly speeding up and slowing down. It's really not a fun experience in a racing game where you're trying to be consistent with the handling. But since that seems to be the only way to beat these races, then that's what we're gonna have to do. Yeah. Let's turn this way. Yeah, it's very hard to kind of estimate how much to turn, how much to push left or right when the speed is constantly changing for the track, but I don't want that winter experience ever again. Like, we were doing so well throughout the... We could have even had a slight chance of even beating the league there, but not with what happened there. Okay, we just need to make it to those dual red turns in the forest. Shit, that was bad. Here it comes. Then we hope. Yep, they screwed up. Good. Music is good in this game. Graphics, great. Car handling, not so much. it's almost also like inconsistent. Anyways, like it must have something to do with the surfaces, but the game doesn't really do a good job of keeping that consistent. Like sometimes the grass grip is as much as the pavement, and in the Arizona level, like the same kind of sand sometimes is just, you know, just keep sliding around there, and sometimes you get immediate traction. Like it's hard to learn how to deal with it when it's not consistent. Kind of takes some of the joy away. Well, okay, we shouldn't be in any trouble here. Famous last words, but as they usually struggle with these double turns here, and we already have a lead, should be well off here, especially after nailing that turn as well. It's planning to do Chrome this year. Make sure not to run the standalone WHD version, but the version on the Switchblade 2 disc for less graphical issues. Alright. Yeah, I don't think you can get the right ending with the standalone. I think the end screen is always glitched out. Are there other graphical issues? I didn't know about those. Oh. Easy win. Let's try Italy with 50 frames. Or 50%. Oh, they ripped that off too? Ripped that, not ripped off. Yeah, that was that car's sole purpose in this race. Stop Demi in the beginning and then keep pestering him. It's not even trying to win. I have a problem with stuff like that. It takes the immersion out when not all cars are trying to win the race, but just slowing you down. There, that was a collision I would expect. Like that was how it's supposed to go every time. That physics, those felt right, handled like it should in a game like this. Unfortunately, that's very rare. It happens that way. I think it's because they accelerate immediately once you catch up with them, so they get stuck with you. They have that instant turbo once you get past them. That was a nice, clean overtake. We don't want to see many of those. Look at that. He actually crashed into that inside of that bridge there, but it doesn't really affect them that much. Thank you for that sign. 2 seconds too late. And basically just watching where the computer cars are going. Can't really wait for the signs, the notes. Ah! I wish I could do that, but I can't. If I crash into a computer car, they just get boosted forward, and I slow down. Fortunately, it works different for the computer cars. Yeah, if you get a good start in this level, this track, you can get first place. Unfortunately, we haven't had that luck in this league ever. So we can keep up with the computers. If I just get past them, they keep colliding with each other at the back, and the rubber banding kind of keeps them away from us. But that's the problem. The problem is getting to the first spot with all this shit that the game throws at you. If you do, then it's very easy. Not very easy, but easier. Here it is again. Same spot. Oh, too early. Oh, thank you. Okay, got a boost for once. Come on. Say goodbye to the wall. It's so stressful when you hear the revving of the other cars. It's just amazing. Just looking at like the speed up they get once I go past them. Is suddenly like, nope, we're actually much faster than you. We just didn't use the gear, higher gear. Waiting for you to catch us, and then we go. Isn't that how you do racing? Then they slow down again. Third. Don't. Where did he get that speed? He was behind me. It's so goddamn frustrating. I wish I had spike strips or something. Alright, let's up the cycles for the winter level. Oh, this is Arizona. Shit. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm starting to feel that I can't actually beat this league. The best I've ever done in Arizona. They always block that though, so my option is to go wide, which is low, or just run into them, which is low. Why? Why does it behave that way? It's like I'm pushing against a tank or something. It's so bad. When they push against me, I'm like a ragdoll. Not a good spot to move your keyboard there. Too tight. And I can hear the guys behind me. All right, let's see how this goes. What? I deliberately stayed back so that he would go past me so I wouldn't crash into him. Lo and behold, he slows down so he still crashes into me. Holy shit, this is so stacked. Like, there was no reason for him to slow down there. But he did because I was there. Fuck. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's the fact that they aren't trying to win. They're trying to block me and hold their own line. Demi versus 5 other cars. Ah, shit, almost good. At least we were fighting for 3rd, that's new. Hey, Mikey. What up? Damn it. Ah, stop doing that. Okay, fighting for 4th. It is mean. It was alright up until this last league. And mean is the correct word. I wouldn't call it difficult, it's just unfair and mean. Because the difficulty doesn't come from, you know, difficult tracks, well-driving opponents. No. It's the physics, rubber banding, all the bad stuff that you don't want to be part of the difficulty. It's really important you do that turn better there, so you get to drive straight through that zigzag area, but it just happens to be one of the harder turns of the track. Alright. I think we're, judging by where 5th and 6th are, I think we're getting 4th. Without that crash, without that one crash, we could have had 3rd, maybe even 2nd, which is, oh, look at that. Yeah, definitely. We're very close, and this is by far the best we've done on this track. No, you have to run the game at the right cycles so that you get the proper RNG and rubber banding. That's what I found. It said A. It still said A tires. How do I select for them then? What the hell? What the fucking fuck? What the fucking fuck, man? This never happened. I used to be able to play that on regular tires. What is going on with that tire selection now? It's the one track we beat every time, and now it's fucking us over with the tire selection. Is it that I have cycles lower before it? I don't get it. But yeah, I just, when I pressed like race, I was like, wait a minute, does that A mean that that's what I have selected? Dry weather tires? And I have to... Alright, let's do this. See, snow. Do I have to save it? I have to save it and then start. But honestly, we have done this track with 8 tires every single time. And it has not been a problem because this is the first time I used that save button. Funnily enough, the disc contains strip. Alright, well, I guess we're doing this again, and this time saving, but honestly, that is the first time we had to do that. We have to press save button. Last time we played this, we have played it with, and even today, we played it with summer tires, and there was no problem. Suddenly, the game decided that it does matter. I don't get it. Or has it that, have we been selecting standard and that automatically gives us... No, I've deliberately went with custom set 1 and thought that I selected winter tires, which I have not. And yet we were able to win that race by like a 30-second margin. This is why you also need saves for leagues. Saves would make this much more approachable game because you could actually take advantage of, you know, what happens in the beginning of the race, which is very, very deterministic, considering what happens, you know, after it. If you get a good start, you have a chance to win the race. If you get a bad start, you're struggling to get 5th in some of these races. So it's, yeah, it's pretty damn important. Hello. Should know about winter tires. Yeah, the funny thing is that that is now... was it the second time we've had that problem? And it just suddenly started happening. Hey, Spaceballs, thanks for the biddies. Ah, shit. That was your fault, by the way. Not really. I'm just getting fed up with this game. Normal games, normal racing games, that is. When you have somebody behind you like this that I can hear them, if you don't make mistakes, you slowly gain time. Here that doesn't happen. And I don't really know like how to do better. I know how to do worse, but you know, it feels like I just have to. It's the rubber banding basically what's happening there. It just keeps the car close to me, and then I can immediately catch up with them, but I can't shake them. Then they go past me again. So the dance continues. Shit. Yep. So I'm gonna hit that. That was good. Come on. It's a risky move trying to go between, you know, side of the road and that bump, but it's a good payoff for it. So you then get full control in the air. The next part. I don't like that it treats these little like uphills on the side as walls. Get this immediate crash. I mean, it's better than what they did in Need for Speed, the first game. Like, you have grasp, and then, you know, the same texture continues, but if you go too far, then it suddenly becomes a wall. Okay. Just have to learn how far you can go off track. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, that kind of a mistake, and you're not able to catch up with them, even though, you know, you're constantly almost driving perfectly, and they still don't, you know, let off. It's like, you feel like it should have a bigger impact when they mess up. Well, that was a close finish. Canada again. If it wasn't the same CPU winning these races every time, it wouldn't even be a problem, but it seems like there's no RNG to that either. It's just always CP4 winning. And that's what makes this difficult. The other leagues, they kind of changed. They kept switching, like, who actually won the races. Oh, they seem to be going relatively fast now. It's worrying. Let's see how they do with the double turn. Here it comes. They did not do well. They almost crashed into me. That would have been super, super bad. Luckily, that did not happen. They're still quite close by, but in other news, CP4 isn't on second spot. I think it's the orange one. So if that remains the case, that's a huge win for us, but... Or is it the red one? No, it's the red one, yeah. There are two orange ones. Damn it. That one, that turn I actually forget. Oh shit, he's almost, oh, he's on us. I didn't think I was doing that badly, but no, they're catching up. Have to rely on the double turn again. They don't always get it wrong. They get it wrong like 80% of the time. That's basically why there's a slight chance I can beat this race. But it does need to happen. And this is bad that they're like pestering me, because it means that I might fuck it up. They get to push me. Let's see the map. Okay, they fucked up. Great. Awesome. Not too much though. Come on, let's go! Fuck! It's just you don't get the bounce off the side sometimes. It just stays there. Keeps grinding the side for like maximum time loss. Yeah, it's right on us. Yeah, if we don't beat this one, that's bye-bye championship. MHB75, welcome. I'm running out of fluids, and I'm sick, so I better get some. Damn it. Running out of table as well. I'll be back in one moment. All right. It's probably not a good idea to pause in the middle of the track. The lap, rather. I can hear him. I can hear him. Just a little bit more. Shit. Oh, they crashed somehow. A little bit. Well, it comes down to this. Just don't want to crash before. If they lose all their speed, they're less likely to make a mistake here. They made some kind of a mistake. How big? Possibly big enough. Oh shit, they're... Oh, they were catching up and then fucked up again. I think they didn't slow down for that turn after the zigzag that I did slow down because it's hard to recover from it. And they crashed there too. Unless it's just some, you know, map rubber band bullshit. But that's what I can imagine happened. I think that we got the win here. Unfortunately, they keep getting second every time. Again, it's a race where we could get lucky. If we could only start the front row. Shit, they got first. All right. And just never mess up. We have the day race. That would perfectly. That did not. And that did not. It. Okay. Lucky there. Not lucky there. Yep. there they are again. It's not CP4, but CPU nonetheless. How are you able to accelerate so quickly? Holy shit, it's so unfair. Can I get traction back? Be awesome. Yeah, I just needed to be perfect after getting first place, and unfortunately wasn't. Now this car's mission in life is to keep me back, pretty much. I wish I had their acceleration powers. Definitely make this an easy game. What can you do? You always take the hit. Every time. You bump them, you lose. They bump you, you lose. You're ahead of them, they bump you, you lose. Behind them, you bump them. No winning there. And they keep taking, like, the line that, you know, blocks the most of the road, even though it wouldn't be the best for them. And that's why sometimes they crash, because they need to hold the line that they've programmed to hold. So they can't, like, suddenly rearrange that path to go wide to get through a turn. No, they'll just keep pushing. And that makes them so hard to overtake, because they don't follow any kind of reason. That was a nice sound effect, that landing sound there. I like that. I think we need to win Italy, and it seems the most doable out of the races that we haven't been able to beat yet. The first race is super hard. I don't imagine we could get a win there. How was he, again, able to accelerate from that position ahead of us? We were obviously going, you know, we started accelerating earlier, we did that turn better here as well. Like, they just have this super power acceleration. It makes this very, very lame. Like, you kind of slow down for a turn and expect that because you did so, you get the better line to get out of it. But no, they go wide and they still manage to cut through it better because they have this super turbo move. Don't like that. How is that a red turn? This is, but the previous one. I guess my, you know, note reader is also working against me because everybody else is, so makes sense. But this is the best we've done in Italy so far, I think. You can actually see first place driver. Damn it. Yeah, that wasn't really a red turn. That was a blue turn. Hello. For some reason, I thought it was red. It may have had something to do with the red sign. Arrow. Look at that. How do they accelerate past me there? Like, what the actual fuck happens there? My nose is in front of them. I'm pushing against them. They're on the grass, and they have lower speed than I do. And then they just push past. What? It's like you're supposed to just take it, let them pass, and hope that you can pass them again next time. Because for some reason you weigh 1 ton less than the other cars. posted Chrome fix to Amiga Live Discord. Hopefully John updates it soon enough. Yeah, it's not something that is happening soon. Hey, Leather Soup, welcome. Like, I have games on my list, but that's not the order that I'm gonna play them in. But it is, you know, how I'm feeling about it right now. And Chrome is pretty far down the list, I think. All kind of midway. And if the Screamer games, yeah, I wouldn't pick this one. The other Screamer games were much better. This has a lot of artificial rubber banding, bad physics, bullshit, difficulty. It's not actually a difficult game, or wouldn't be, but the computers get more push power, they get more speed, they get more acceleration, they get everything more than you. More grip as well. The rubber banding, like, it's just everything. Everything how they decided to do the difficulty. Everything with that is bad. Screamer 1 is awesome. Screamer 2 is less awesome, but it's still great. It's a great rally game. It's completely different from Screamer 1, but yeah, it's still a good time. I don't remember it having bullshit like this one, but, and again, it was a year ago that we played it. I do remember enjoying it. Well, it seems that we are, again, able to kind of compete for the third spot, holding on to fourth, which is, it's like progress. Usually been just getting an automatic sixth on this track. Hello. Leviathan is good. Screamers, yeah, Screamers is great. This wasn't made in the best state of mind, so to speak. What do you mean? Yeah, there's a new Screamer game coming out, and it's kind of interesting that you say that. Didn't think to associate it with any of the other ones, because Screamer 1 is like Ridge Racer. Screamer 2 is completely different, being like Sega Rally. I don't know what this resembles. It does resemble more. It does resemble the second game more than the first game, but it's very different from that too. It's like kind of in between. Yeah, I love Screamers. It's a great feeling. Oh. They should have an orange and a yellow sign for turns that aren't quite, or like in between the blue and red one. Yeah, this part I really suck at. Can't get that right. Ah, damn it. Too early. Damn it. Yeah, we're making good headway. Mostly looking at number 5 and 6. No! It's close. Yeah, we keep... Yeah, we're close, and then we lose this advantage in this little cave section, or the canyon section. Because I just can't nail it. I don't understand how you're supposed to go through that quickly. Like, I just... What happened there? And that's better than last time, but still not great. Oof. Touch there. Uh-oh. Up! Had to hold my line. Nice little battle here. Holy crap. Like, stuff like that, they just always get the better of. Every little instance like that. Like, it's really, 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 really frustrating. You feel like it's just all the odds are stacked against you and you can't have a chance at beating this. Oh, look at that. First time we got third in Arizona. Right. Cycles is at 100. Custom set. Now it's C. So winter tires. Go. Okay, we're going. Yep, that collision makes total sense. But feels like we will win this. Oh, whoa. Cycles are a little bit sus. Oh, look at that. So still making an effort there. Okay. Okay. I don't know what has happened with this race since last time we played it, because this wasn't even like this wasn't even an afterthought. We always got an easy win here, and it seems the game has different plans for it. Good news, Red is third at the moment. Hey Lurie, welcome. Suddenly we got like this big lead. Not because we are driving well, it's just because the computer is driving like shit. Typical winter antics for racing games. Snow on the track, CPU will suck. Oh man. Red is now second again. So we're only gaining 4 points from this one. Is it even possible in this league for the CP4 to get anything but first or second? Because I don't think we've seen that. Maybe they got third once. I don't know, I think Screamer 2 looked better. Now, of course, you have the 3D accelerated graphics version of this, which really does look amazing. Yeah, it's not a bad looking game. but it plays like ass. Look at that. Orange is second again. The CPU can get stuck in this level, so I guess if we got like super good RNG, CP4 would get stuck and get no points in this, and then we would get like 10 points back in one swell swoop. But I don't think we're gonna be that lucky ever. It's really worrying me because if the CP4 car always gets second or first, we're really gonna be struggling trying to win this league. That's like the main issue. In the other races, it felt like the positions were more spread out. It wasn't always the same car coming second or first. Oh yeah, this is not 95, this is 97. 97 game. Yeah, Screamer is awesome. Out of all the Screamer games, I would play the first one most. This is probably a game that I won't touch after, or if we beat this. I mean, I did go through Mega Race, so I think I should be able to get through this one. Maybe for next time, because I actually, honestly, I thought that I would be beating this in like an hour or something, considering how well we did last time. But it seems like that won't be the case. So maybe next time I will have the 3D FX version running for your viewing pleasure. CP4 got second. Superbike 2001? Haven't heard of that. This is low resolution? Yeah. That's exactly right, correct. So this is how I remember games from that period. Hello. That was a massive ball, Nolan. Sound. Let's say Zimmer. I have no idea where the track is going. Really, that's one of the reasons I don't like being in the lead, because the notes are so late. Oh, yep, that was a wall. That was a wall. No! Why does it keep sliding? This is so bad. This should be a win for us. This one. It's not looking like it at the moment, how I'm driving. We're still gaining. This is also weird in this game. The computers drive really badly in Sweden and Wales. Like, compare this to how well they drive in Canada and Italy and the first level. Like, it's insane how much easier this is to win with like bad driving. difficulty is all over the place, and it just makes the whole game feel like half finished. Not really that polished when it comes to the gameplay aspect of it. But, you know, I've said my piece of that, but I will keep saying it probably. I will keep pestering the game about it. It is really bad in the gameplay department. Well, the controls are good or okay, but it's just the fact that how they decided to go with the difficulty, and that's the problem. Yeah. Oh, nice. Charm. Back then you thought graphics were photorealistic? Let me check that link. Oh yeah, I wouldn't know any of the cover art for reasons. Oh, it seems like the orange car is on 2nd place. Because if we win and again CP4 is 2nd, that's only a 4-point, you know, difference. And there it, yeah, 2nd again. It kind of sucks that it seems like they never come 3rd or 4th. As it, like in the other leagues. It's basically we're just driving against that one dude and we need to win more races than he does, and that's a difficult task. That's almost impossible. I would need to grind the first level. Oh, we can count 6 races, so yeah. So I'd have to be 4. I can barely win 3. And yeah, even that probably isn't enough, even if I beat 4, because I would still need to place well on the other ones to get some points, since he's always finishing 2nd. That's a little bit too bad. What was your first DOS game? It would have been Wolfenstein 3D. Two points. Even if we had won one race more, it would only be a difference of 4 points. So I would have the 2-point lead at this point. I would still have to do better than he does. I'm not sure if I can. The first race, if we are really lucky, we can beat that. And we beat Canada usually. But then I would have to beat Italy as well, which has been on the cards sometimes. But winning those two, both those two in the same run, doesn't seem likely. Then again, it's just the first 3 races, so we could do those over and over again until I get a win in all of those. Arizona, I will lose. I would hope to get at least some points there. Sweden, we will win. Or we have to win. And Wales as well. But that would already be 5 wins, so that should do it. I would be at 50 points here. But I can't really do well in this race, so. I don't usually get points, any points, so even then it would be a close call. Yeah, I think the biggest problem is that guy's always finishing first from the computer players, unless something very drastic happens. That was... started off well, but... oh shit, I just noticed the red car is last. Fuck. If I get third, I win. But they're very close to me, all of them. And now, red car has already improved its position. It's so fast that he gets back into it. It's crazy. So much pressure riding on this now. Wait a minute, I won't win if I get third. We'll be on even points. The scale is off, it looks like you're controlling an RC car. It does kinda, yeah. My pulse, my heart rate is so high right now. And if I just got that jump better, stand a chance here. These crash into each other. How were you able to snatch that from me? Shit, and I can see the red car getting... oh, fuck. Yeah, I hear you. Fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck! How? Shit! If I would have just kept clear of the other cars, they wouldn't have been able to push me back. Fuck, it was so close. I was battling so well against these two, but they just wouldn't let me pass them. And then finally they pushed me back so much that the TP4 was able to catch me and I just lose out. The 4 points there. Turn that other way. And we are tied. I get 2 more than they do. Better luck next time. Exactly. Better luck next time. Do we grind? For a win here in the beginning. Do we try like 50 cycles in the first race? If I had the win in the first race, that would have been it. I mean, we got super duper lucky in that last race that the red car was even in that position. That's another thing, like it won't probably ever happen again. And we got a super good start to top that off. Oh, it's so hard to drive this track when it's slow. Not used to it. I just figured that I maybe have a better chance at controlling it. Maybe I should restart if I just don't get a good start for the race. Because it always means that I'm just losing time trying to get past these guys like that. Like they will just keep slowing me down every time I get close to them. And meanwhile, the leader just build on a better lead. See, like that, I have to keep overtaking the same 2 guys over and over again. And our main competition always gets to start from the front line. That's I don't like that. If they win a race, they should be behind me when we start. But nope, they're always in the front row. Usually in games, when you let go of the accelerate and start again, if you let go of the gas a little bit, that stops the sliding. Not in this game though. It just keeps sliding for whatever is the determined time until you get traction. It's, again, something that kind of takes away from the game. Like apparently you can't, with skill, you can't affect how fast you start. Just suck it up. Watch the computers start faster. It's almost like super hang-on. Computers just have that turbo start, and then you're looking back like, oh, okay. Well, there they go. I wish I had that kind of start. And there you see, they crash into me, they get past me. I crash into them, they get past me. I mean, come on, please let me start from the front row. That would be awesome. And I'm last. In any other game, when that crash happened, I would have been bounced off to the right and had a good good start. In this one, no. You get sucked into the other car and get slowed down, and somehow they still get past you from the other side with their immediate rubber band boost. Sorry? Physics are amazing in this game. I mean, I guess if we start enough times, the red car could get pushed to the back of the line. How did you get that speed up? I was past you. You were running into me. You were slowing down. 2 seconds later. Overtaking is just so messed up in this game. It's crazy. And it's only because they get that rubber band boost after they crash. Or I get past them. Why add that into the game? That's extra programming. Just leave that line of code out, and immediately your game is better. Badly. Yep, look at that little boost they got right after we crashed. Like, you'd see that. Oh, that was bad. No! Yeah, they are basically tanks. They can just push me out of the way if need be. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't do the same thing for them or to them. And it's, yeah. It's not fun. Especially when this guy always gets second, even if I win. So, basically means that overall, in the races, I will have to always, you know, do better. Need us. I mean, I will take second because we were so close to the win there, but I think it was just because we got a super lucky track for that last one. How they crashed. And where did they go? They just... Look at it. What was that power boost move? And now they're suddenly there again? Make up your mind, computer. Okay, I don't even want to complain about that, but stupid. I hate those bumps there. It's not a hard part of the track, but because there are bumps, you can't really control the car. Which I guess means that it's not an easy part of the track. Also, we're running way faster now because there's no cars in front of us. It's making it hard to control because now the game is like on super speed. Shit. Okay. And, okay. Got lucky there. They weren't turned around, unfortunately. Closest to a win we've ever been in this track. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. I mean, I wish I could do that to those computer cars. It would be super amazing if I could just, you know, ram into them. But I have to stay clear of them, because whenever they hit me, that's game over for Demi. Oh, that was Oh, started out well. Damn it. So close. One more. No. Yes. First time. Woof. I've never played Carmageddon, no. It might de-cheat because the cycles seem to affect the rubber banding a lot. It's kind of frustrating in that sense too. Thanks for the GB, Grob, Grow Bind Boys. Is that how you say it? Grow Bind. X-Fi 64. I haven't played that one. I've missed a lot of classics, really. I played one Colin McRae rally, maybe 98 one. I didn't like it. It was too difficult. Revolt was pretty good, but in the long run, I didn't even want to beat that game. It felt like it had some wonky rubber banding issues as well. Well, that's the best start we've ever had. I wish I could save. I counted to 3 like Valve for Half-Life. They will always be second if I'm first. That's the bad thing about it. Oh no, no night stage, no fog. Let's see how this goes. Please get the fuck away from me. Thank you. Pretty good. If the red car makes a mistake, there's a nice little lump there. Could get pushed to last, but I made a mistake as well. I always get so excited when I get out of that double turn fast, and then I screw up the next turn. Yeah, there seem to be a lot of collisions there because we have quite the lead even with that poor turn after it, but we need to keep pushing because if the red car just happens to get past the double turn, even once, without making a mistake, that's a lot of bad news for us. They just immediately catch up when that happens. Holy shit. Yeah, that wasn't great. Okay. Hey, Quantic. Oh, damn it. Lose control there. Going too fast. Alright, let's see the double turn. Have a nice lead here. Slow down. Good. Alright, let's see the effect. Shit, they didn't fuck it up. Nope, they did not. They did fuck up something later on, though. Okay, we still have a shot here. Lurking after a very nice work session. Also practicing some Nebulous. Doing it off stream? I think you basically have to with that game. You know, just practice the first towers. To be more consistent. Oh, shit. Don't throw it away now, Demi. This is a once-in-a-lifetime run. Fuck! Catching up. What? Come on, regain control. Almost at the double turn. Of course, I'm relying on them to fuck it up. Shit. They did that so much better. Here we go. Here comes win or lose situation. They fucked it up. Awesome. Yeah, they fucked it up big time. Great. I usually, if I practice, it's like I don't necessarily play the game, but I'll rewatch my VOD of it to remember how the game went. The winning runs. Try to memorize it that way. Okay, we got it, but he's second again. Never have we started out this well. Could we get a good position here in Italy? Imagine if we beat this race, it's in the cards then, because no matter what happens in Arizona, we should win the Swedish rally and the Wales rally. That would be 50 points. And since we won the first race, it means that they can't get as many points as they usually do. Best we've done is second here, and at this point I would take that. That would be amazing. It all rides on how this race starts. Do we get past the group or not? Shit, we don't. We don't. Fucking hell. It's rigged for the CPU's pleasure, this whole thing. I'm stuck here. Back here trying to compete against these cars. The red car has nothing but open road ahead of him. Like, look at that! Like, what happens there? How can they accelerate? Well, because they're cheating, Demi. You've noticed this multiple times. You know this. You don't have to wonder about it. That's how it is. They cheat. Of course he blocks. Like, why wouldn't he? Like, you know, that's just good tactics for his race, right? Block Demi, so he gets to keep his all-important 5th spot. Like, he keeps blocking the inside of a turn, just crashing into it, just so I can't take that line. It's blatant. It's so blatant how they stack the cards against. But as I said, it's about the beginning, and we got, again, well, I can't say we got unlucky, because that's mostly how the game goes. I'm gonna say that we just didn't get lucky. Take 3rd at this point, seeing as this is going. Shit. Fuck. the second crash there wasn't good. Kept it at one bump, it would have been nice. But that's the thing in this game, like when you hit the side of the road, it doesn't bump you away from it. You keep crashing into it. It's almost like Lotus where it pulls you in. Shit! How do they not lose more speed when they crash? Maybe because they're still cheating. They're still cheating. I know this. Yes! Thank you! They're still so close behind me, even though they should have been turned around, really. I don't know what happened there. How they got turned back so quickly. Well, the answer, I guess, is the same as for everything else. Cheating. It's a nice turn. I'm not gaining any more time away from them. I feel like I'm driving my ass off here. They get that speed boost when I go past them. They kind of drive better when I'm in front of them. Or close to them. Ooh, I can see number one. You're not gonna catch him, but that tells me that you're shaking off number 2 and 3 a little bit. Imagine if we got a better start here. I was last. Fought my way into second. Lost by 2 seconds. But here is where we kind of lose it. Because we're not gonna get second on Arizona. We're not even gonna get third. We're gonna be fighting for 1 point for 4th spot. But then, if we beat Sweden and Wales, and if we get lucky that they're not second in one of those races, then we have a shot. Otherwise, probably not. And it all depends on this start to the race as well. I think you're allowed to practice. I mean, Escortian practiced James Pond off stream. That was pretty lucky, but it doesn't mean shit because we can't really do so well here that we would keep everybody behind us. But it's mostly about like what happened to number 4 there. CP4 there. Like, is he still in first spot after all this? That's the big question. This looks good for us to maintain. Oh, look at that. Number 4 is at the back of the pack. This is our shot. This is our championship best opportunity ever. We don't need to be first, but if we're better than number 4, it's just amazing. I don't have high hopes for it, but it could happen. Shit. Turn is difficult because it's going like uphill and then jumps a little. It's high stress. Look at the situation there. Hey Face, welcome. This is like ideal. We have such a big lead. I've never been first in this race. And red is the last car. Looks real smooth and speedy. Hey Dr. Pepper's Monster, welcome to stream. Face as well. Yeah, it looks great. Gameplay wise, I'm not really happy with how they went with the difficulty, mechanics, physics of it, rubber banding, all that shit. It's not good at all. But I'm so scared right now that I will lose this. Not lose this race, but just lose this opportunity to get more points than the red car. That would be just absolutely unreal, especially on this this track. I'm going a little bit too carefully to push it a little bit more. Shit. Mistake there. That was good. We're actually holding them off, which is insane. Unbreakable Pixel, welcome. Oh, it's almost your stream time. If you want to see Saturday morning cartoons, head over to Unbreakable Pixel's stream in about 20 minutes. You can give us the rundown of the schedule. What cartoons are on the menu today? This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I've never even come third in this race. Red is gaining. Better positions. Orange are gaining on us. They always do in this part though. Let's see how the rest goes. Wasn't good, but wasn't terrible. Think. Shit. Mistake there again. Damn it. Was bad. Somehow we gained distance. Don't know how we did it. I think they're colliding with each other a lot. That's the only explanation I can think of. We get to drive in our nice little own pocket here, which is what number CP4 always does to us. Oh man, let them just finish third or something. I can't believe I just did that. We beat this race. Screamer is really different. That's like a rich race. CP4 was third. Oh my goodness. That was a huge win. Yeah, Scordian, you've now cursed it. Today is He-Man, Silverhawks, G.I. Joe, Thundercats, Transformer Jim, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Puppet, Muppet Babies, Garfield and Friends, Beetlejuice, Real Ghostbusters, and TMNT. Yeah, Ridge Racer, and then the second Screamer game, Screamer 2, is more like Sega Rally. And this is like somewhere in between those. Before Sweden, 36 points. Yeah, we do have a Skeletor emo here. Please let me do well in Sweden. C for winter tires. Let's go. Oh shit. No! You fat fucks! All of you! That first corner is so bad because they only want to stop you. Alright, we can still we can still get this. We can still get this. Look at this. They're super poor in this track. Of course they can still ram into me whenever they get the chance to. Suck on that, fucker. And that. I'm a little bit scared how closely they're matching my speed here. As I've said, this is usually a track where you can drive pretty, you know, comfortably. No, they were left behind now, a little bit at least. I think they do fuck up the first turn after the finish line. Every time. So, should gain some distance there. I'm so afraid. Like, the fact that you can't save in this game. And how well we did suddenly on that Arizona stage. Like, well, basically we just got lucky with the crashing in the beginning. But still, you know, to lose that now would be the most terrible thing. And I'm kind of afraid because Wales isn't like a race that we win hands down. We always have to compete for it. It's like Canada in that sense. Like, we can win, but we don't always. So I'm really afraid that I lose that now, because if I win, I think, like, mathematically we have the championship. Wrong type of... Yeah, it doesn't look Sweden at all. It's like Austria or Switzerland. But this is... wasn't this what Finland was like in Screamer 2? Like, looked like Switzerland or something. Hello. Hey, Mac. Welcome. one more lap. And then one more race. Of nail-biting action. I'm so afraid that I'll mess up the next race. So afraid of that happening. Yeah, I've talked about this, and it seems like in racing games often, if there's a winter stage and it's a slippery road, they overcompensate for it so much that the CPUs are like... There's just no challenge. Because supposedly players will be struggling with the slippery conditions so much that they make it too easy with the computers. I've noticed that this is what happens on most racing games if there's a snow stage. It's just way easier than all the other stages. If you're driving against other people, I mean. If you're doing time attacks, well, Rally Trophy did that as well. Like, the snow stages were far easier in the time attack championship than any of the other races. And I don't think like me being Finnish and actually driving in winter conditions every year has anything to do with that, because this is very different from actual driving. Boing is reading the chat. All right, let's see. $15 points. If we beat the next race, we have mathematically won. Did we do wells with 50 cycles or 100? Can't remember. Let's go. This is it. For the championship. Started out well. Can't remember where the track goes. I'm twisting and turning on my seat a whole lot, like the immersion is real at the moment. Fuck! Driving so badly. I think we did 50% last time. That's why I'm struggling here. Yep. That's a hard turn, by the way. We got pretty lucky there. Not getting spun around that kind of speed. I think I'm gonna change the cycles because this is that part's going a little bit too fast for my liking. Like, it speeds up suddenly. If it was constantly going at that speed, we'll be fine. I think even second place will give us a mathematical win. Because they will only gain 4 points, and that's still 11 more in the standings. And I don't think this rally has like a bullshit clause that, oh, well, you didn't finish third in every race. Third or better every race, so you can't beat the championship. It's just about points, which I can appreciate. feel like this game is running at the correct speed when you do 50% cycles on Exodus. Ooh, I almost spun around. Got lucky again. Damn it. There's kind of a shortcut when you turn left from that, but you have to go really slow to be able to get through it. I think it's just not worth it. I think it's also the only instance of a shortcut, of an alternate route in this game. It's pretty interesting. Looking good so far, although I'm not playing particularly well. But like I said, in this race, the computers are a lot worse. I mean, this is very similar to the Italy rally, but the computers drive a lot worse. And why? I don't know. Maybe they want to give you a little bit of a break here towards the end of the championship. Oh, that went pretty nicely. That whole section there. Yeah, that was looking good. Look at that. Sometimes it almost looks like I know what I'm doing, except when I start talking about it. Boink. Looking good. I think we finally made it. And then we can just have fun in the last race. Awesome. It's why South Park Rally is so shit. Yeah. I can't remember. There are like some games that I think are good, but they have that thing to make them a little bit worse. Irrelativity, thanks for the GGs, and it's appropriate since we have mathematically won the championship. CP4 can only get 10 points on us next race, and that won't be enough. Let's make it official. See if we get that same kind of a collision here we did last time. Nope. This time they just zoom past everybody. Why was I turned that way? Who cares? We beat your ass. For this extraordinary win for this very tough last track, the computer will get a bonus of 15 points for his 10-point win. What? I was trying to cut that corner of the blue car. I saw what you were doing. Look at that, I'm almost learning how to do this track. Almost. Yeah, that bump is bad though. You don't want to turn right as you're going to that. And you have to be wide here because they get stuck in the inside corner. Just like me, I guess. Look at the skybox. Now that you mention it, no, I don't want to. It's crazy shit. Overtake. Don't see those often when Demi's on the wheel. Oh, too early. last time I couldn't get past these two. It was just that they were first and second, now they're second and third. Yeah, that bump is strategically planted right there when you're trying to correct positioning on your car. Oh shit, now I did the same mistake as the CPU. Yeah, after that jump, you're kind of correcting the sideways movement. Well, I think we're gonna get 1 point. Just as I say that, the green started to gain on me a little. Oh, that was nice. Oh, damn it. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Meow. No, too early. Shit, I always... It looks closer than it is, actually. With some practice, I can see actually like getting good at this track. This is the first time I didn't go to the side. And actually managed to catch up with this guy a little bit. Looks alright when you're not jumping. It's too far from the keeper and also had a cat on your chest, but yes, you're practicing Nebulous, so hopefully can complete the game as well. Nice. We win by 10 points with that very super amazingly lucky Arizona. That was crazy. League 4! Please tell me there aren't any more leagues. No, we did it. We did it all. We are the greatest. Yeah. So that's one game checked off the December list. Games we started. We still have Big Red Racing and Fatal Racing on the list of games to beat. We're gonna continue those on Saturdays. Leagues of 5, 6, 7, and 8 unlocked. Now, interestingly, do we get a new car? Yeah. Look at that. Look at what car it is. 8 miles per hour faster, and it's a 4-wheel drive. And this is what we were competing against. No wonder, yeah. What's the fastest car we can get? Like 115? Yeah, 150 probably. This one. I can't handle forward wheel drives though, so never took that. Yeah, 8 miles per hour is, that's a lot. Well, we are the greatest. I'm happy with that. Tomorrow we're gonna continue with Alien 3. Is anybody else doing DOS stuff? Garth Elwood is. Wonder N is. Oh, they're doing Carmageddon. I think we should go there. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, really appreciate you spending your so precious free time just, you know, watching me rant at a video game. But, in the end, also beating it. Thanks for the GGs, thanks for hanging. Hopefully you'll have a great rest of your Saturday, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow Alien 3 as we will try the difficult mode, the hard mode, and then we'll try to beat the game without retries. So 1 CC, one life. That's gonna be our goal. So see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Oh boy, bye.